Okay. This is going to be a tour of my snow biome world. Because as I said before, in the ocean biome world, you can manipulate the biome settings and... Or maybe I didn't say this, but you can manipulate the biome settings in the world creation so you can get only one biome worlds. And I found them kind of fun challenges. I'm not even that great at the game, and I still just find them fun. So, this is a world entirely made out of snow biome stuff. And as you can see, I built this huge complex, mostly out of snow. You do that by collecting snowballs with your shovel. And you can make snow blocks like this, you see? Quite nice. They turn to snowballs when you shovel them again. So, I'm gonna give you a tour of my snow house. And here's my very cluttered bedroom. Nothing too decorative here again. Got a little potion stand I found in an igloo. Just two entrances to the outside for no apparent reason. In here, we got what I call a desert room, where I just grow some cactuses. I also found it from an igloo, in case anyone's wondering. And I made a little tiny desert house in here. Just so I can come here for a little break from the snow, a little vacation. Snow is my favorite, but, you know, too much of the same thing, and it gets a bit tiresome, so... I'm gonna make a little more biome domes like this. It's not really a dome, but you get the picture. If I can, find the resources. It's all one biome, so it's a bit of a challenge. Here is an empty room, which I've yet to make into my enchanting room, but that's coming up later. This is a fairly new world. Here's my indoor farm. Completely unnecessary, but it helps with the immersion. Generally, you have to put a torch in front of each of these water sources for them to stay warm in this biome. It really depends on the light level, but yeah. Oh yeah. And that's only the first room of my farm. Here is for my other vegetables and fruit. In regards to the pumpkin. So yeah, that's my snow complex. There's really not much to show in this one because it's a fairly new world. But I gotta say, snow was actually a fairly convenient building material that I haven't utilized much in the past. That's one of the reasons I think these one biome challenge things are actually pretty cool, because it teaches you to use things you wouldn't normally depend on. Find new creative ways and solutions to problems that you didn't have before as well. Here's something cool. Here's something cool you might not know. My mother didn't, but most anyone else who plays Minecraft does. But you go super fast if you put a boat on ice. So I mean, I've had a great time exploring like this. I'm pretty much at 0-0, so it's not a hard time to find my way back. Here's an igloo, so I find the cactuses. Here's what you call a pillager outpost. There are bad guys in there that will kill you. And I gotta say, these boats are pretty hard to control if you don't go anywhere besides a straight line. But if you go in a straight line, it's pretty great. Still some pillagers out there, still trying to kill me. I'm a wanted man. There's gotta be a song about that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm a wanted man. I got blood on my hands. Is that something? That might be something I made up. I think it's something. There are some rabbits, which is the only way to get leather, really, in this biome, besides fishing. But, I mean, you have to kind of do ice fishing here if you want to do fishing. So, yeah. There really isn't much to show in my snow world, but I thought I'd give you a tour. And, I'll leave it for my future self to find my way back. Because I'm a dick like that. Ooh, I tried to do a whole survival thing in an end biome, and I gotta say, that was the worst hell in existence. Oh my gosh. So much building on dirt and trying to punch shulkers to death with my fists. Ugh, and I got elytra, and then I fucking flew into a wall and died, and I lost everything. There are no trees. There's nothing except what you can get out of loot chests, and you're just going in there bare. Bare-skinned. Bare-weaponed. Naked. It's pretty bad. Ugh. I lost all my old save worlds because it's like a new computer, and I didn't used to know how to transfer save worlds. I only was able to rescue my ocean world recently because of that, so. Yeah, so far the only worlds I've had any success from my, success on are my ocean world and my, ice one. It's been a long time since I played Minecraft that much. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my super short tour of my ice world. Alright, I'm also playing Skyblock. If you're curious about Skyblock, I gotta say, this is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, isn't it? I finally made a house, like yesterday. Because, it's true, even though it's in the sky, Skyblock isn't heaven. It's not heaven, guys. It's kind of the opposite. But I finally got a little house. And to me, even though it looks kind of crap, it's the most beautiful place in this world. And you know, I really like how you can jump off the edge and then whoop! Parkour around. Yep. Wow, I actually got that. That's so good. I'm so good at this game. Anyway. This is what you call a cobblestone generator. And I'll show you how it works once I get a pick. Alright, last time I died. I hadn't died in a long time, and then I had to fall, so there we are. This is how a cobblestone generator works, basically. You break one block, and the block renews itself. And I figured this out through trial and error. But, I messed it up so many times. Because I wanted to figure out myself. But anyway. It's good to build up some snow blocks around it, or else it'll set things on fire, because, it's lava. Lava does that. The way you make cobblestone generator, for me anyway, I'm sure there's other ways, is to have 2 blocks, across here. And then 1 block down. And I put the water here. And cobblestone pops out. Usually when lava touches water, it creates obsidian, but not when you put it in just the right configuration, like this. I mean, don't ask me why. I kind of read about the theory at one point or another, but I mean, I forgot. I completely forgot. The only thing the Oaks cast ever taught me was how not to make cobblestone generators. I literally made their exact same mistakes. If you know the Oaks cast, I like watching outdated YouTube videos. I only watch videos after they're outdated most of the time. I never like anything when it's popular. Ah, shit. Put myself out, yeah. I always like the underdog. I get into everything as soon as people just start losing interest. And then I make references, and I don't care because they're important to me. Things I like live forever in my heart. No, I jumped into it on purpose that time. I don't know what's wrong with me. I must have a weird compulsion to jump into lava. I got this water by melting ice and bringing it back. Skyblock is basically where you start on a tiny island of just a little bit of dirt, a little layer of stone, and a single tree and a little chest of a few items. And you slowly, painstakingly have to expand and get to these other islands with other resources. And every time you drop, like, a piece of dirt into the void, you cry. You just cry because you can't replace it. You just cry and ponder deeply on the meaning of life and what this could be a metaphor for, because it has to be a metaphor for something. I got so tired of losing dirt from the bottom level, and I mean, this is the first time I played Skyblock, so, I know it's probably easier to build up, but down. But I made, like, a whole system of things and lines in order so I could build underneath the dirtier so I would stop losing it, and it was annoying. I had to put water up the side and go underneath and just almost kill myself, but I didn't actually. I never died from my water parkour, amazingly. And then I made a whole platform underneath the last layer of dirt. And I was able to keep it. I should have done that back when it was a small island. It would have been so much easier, but I didn't think about it because I didn't plan ahead and I didn't watch any playthroughs, and this is my first Skyblock, and I'm stubborn, so... This is where my two pigs I got from two pig spawn eggs wandered off. They're just chilling inside this little box so they don't fall off the edge because they're the only two pigs in the world. And they're in that box not doing anything because I learned that pigs cannot be bred with wheat anymore. When did that happen? I obviously haven't played Minecraft in too long if pigs can't be bred with wheat anymore. They need carrots, and I don't even know if there's any carrots on this whole map, because I haven't found any. I've been to all of these islands, and I guess I have to dig them all up by the roots. And hopefully, eventually I'll find some carrots. But I mean, I swear this stuff is like developed by a sadist. And yet I'm still playing it because I must be a masochist. Anyway, I'm gonna replant that and make some bread before I go hopping off into the distance. Oh yeah, and I might as well show you my chicken. I've only been playing Skyblock for literally like 3 days. But it's been a very productive or non-productive 3 days, depending on how you look at it. I actually went to the end for the first time. And, I mean, isn't that an admission? I went to end for the first time. It's like a noob. And that's why I died, because I realized I couldn't get back, and I had nothing to fight the Ender Dragon with, so... yeah. But I was able to figure the portal out, which was useful. If I someday feel the need to die fighting the Ender Dragon. I probably should have sometime. I played Nier Automata, so I should be able to fight the Ender Dragon, right? People say the game isn't hard, though, so maybe the Ender Dragon's harder than Nier Automata, I don't know. Yeah. It's basically just a bunch of bridges I built. I built a lot of 2x2 bridges here, but I kind of messed up there. Because I kept falling off the 1x1 bridges, skipping and hopping along. And this is just... it's a bit of an investment, but I'd rather not risk losing a single drop, a single bit of the stone that I can never, that is not a renewable resource. Anything that is not a renewable resource, I ain't gonna risk dropping to the void anymore. I am done losing dirt and crying my eyes out. I am done with it, so... another rule I made is to stop making the paths out of snow. There's still some snow paths here, but sometimes I just dig up the snow with my shovel here to harvest some snow, and I forget that there's a snow block under it, and then I just fall, and that is the worst thing ever. So I don't do that anymore. See, I'm slowly coming up with some patterns, some rules, regulations. I might as well cut some wood while I'm here. I don't have any food, so it'll take forever to get back if I starve. As you can see, I'm a master of foresight. I didn't even bring a hoe. I don't even have a stick, which I can't tell if that helps or if it's just in my head. I hear that living alone, isolated on a tiny island can start to drive you a bit bonkers, but honestly, I find it quite meditative. Nope, for a second I thought that was an island I hadn't actually built to, but I have. I built to every island, except for the ones, some of them in the nether, because there was a nether portal and there were some islands in there too. Just when I thought there might actually be salvation, it's just more islands. I'm sure this is the most beautiful Skyblock world you've ever seen, but at least I have a house, and if I had some spiders, I could have a bed. All I want in my life is a bed. It's completely useless because, I mean, the spawn's already here. What do I need a bed for? There's no mob spawning at night for some reason, even though it's not peaceful. I don't know why the map maker did that. Maybe I made a mistake when I was downloading and downloaded a bad version of it or something. Maybe it's to make it harder. Maybe it's to make it easier. For me, it's making it harder and lonelier because I just want to see some mobs and get some stuff. I want to get some bone meal. I want to get some string so I can make some bows. And I want a bed, and I want carpet. I just want to feel something under my feet, besides dirt and stone. Although dirt is precious, don't get me wrong, I really like dirt. Dirt is great. This place doesn't drive me insane, I don't know what you're talking about. But I mean, this is my favorite place in the world. Isn't it beautiful? It's an actual house. And if you go up into the attic where there are no windows, you can almost pretend you're on a normal Minecraft world. I mean, would you know this is Skyblock if you're up here in the hidey hole? This is where I curl up in the corner and I just do therapy. Alone. In the dark. It's my therapy hole. I think I'm better at doing tour videos and let's play videos if I'm honest. Because I just putter around doing nothing for hours when I'm playing. I just do repetitive tasks and zone out, and I don't think I do things in the most efficient or interesting way. But there you are. Maybe if I train for a few thousand years, I'll be good. This is the beginning. It's the beginning of my story. Look out to the horizon. Someday, this is all gonna be a giant cobblestone square. A giant cobblestone square, and I can run as long as I want in any of the cardinal directions, and in between any of the cardinal directions. Diagonally, even. I can run off the grid and not fall into the void and die a slow, painful falling death to something I can't see but hurts. It squeezes something inside my soul. The coldness of the void! No. Why do I do this? See, I'm a person who can almost fall off the edge even when I give myself this much space, precisely so I won't fall off the edge. So I have these little shelves, so I'll if I hop around like this, I might actually not fall off. This is literally all there is to my Skyblock world. Everything. I just started though. Give it time, and soon I'll be making portraits in the sky. Out of hay bales and wood and whatever other renewable blocks I can get, which are not many, admittedly, but I can make bricks. I can make some beautiful bricks. So, snow's always good. I can make some igloos. So yeah. Give it time. And I'll put cobblestone under everything. Under everything. And someday, it may actually look like a home. And maybe that'll soothe some of the loneliness inside my heart. And if I'm really, really lucky, I think if there was one item I could ask for in this world, it would be ink. And book quill and ink. So I could just have a little diary. So I could just, you know, talk to someone. Maybe feel like the void's talking back. Minecraft is already a pretty lonely game, but I think Skyblock is the most lonely version of Minecraft I've ever played. The only friend I have is a chicken, and it's constantly trying to jailbreak. And I've never ever been able to get another chicken from one of these little eggs. Will this be the day? No, it's not the day. And you see the look it gave me? It knows things. It looks into my soul. Well, that's enough of that. I made a lot out of nothing, I think, but that's basically the whole game, so. Very fitting. Alright, see ya. That's my Skyblock world! Woo!